The way to work with disparate groups is not through electronic communication. The way to work with disparate groups is face to face. And Conservation Commission and the Planning Board have sort of had this weird rivalry thing going on. And one of the ways that I've worked very hard to try and break that down. Yeah, those guys are laughing in the back because they know it's true. But one of the ways that I've worked as a Conservation Commission member to break that down is by going to planning board meetings and inviting people from planning board to come to ours, particularly where big projects are involved. Because the divide between us, either A, doesn't exist, and it's, even if it does exist, it's never as big as it seems when you read something that's written. And so doing that work face to face is wildly time consuming. I mean, I already spend every other Monday night doing Conservation Commission, and then I get to do essentially a couple of meetings a week doing Planning Board too when we've got big projects in front of us. But I think that the ultimate result of that is better dialogue, a better outcome for the town, and frankly, less divisiveness in general.
Very good. Laura, same question.
Could you just repeat it?
Sure, yeah. How, as a selectman, how would you work with all the disparate groups in town?
Well, I'm hoping that by, again, taking more time out to be available via a personal nature, I'm hoping that if you do vote for me to be on the Board of Selectmen, that I can have office hours where people can come to me, whether it is at like a local cafe, like at Littleton Cafe for a couple of hours in the morning, just to find some different times where people can come in, have a conversation, see me face to face. Again, stepping away from that electronic conversation and really working with other boards, other citizens to find the best possible solution to current projects, current problems that we have here in town, or just to celebrate the fact that Littleton is in a good place right now.
Okay, very good. Cindy, same question?
So by just disparate groups? Do you mean
different interest groups?
Different interest groups, okay. So they might have opposing views. All right, thank you for the clarification. I mean, obviously, communication is key. I think one of my benefits is I grew up in Littleton. I know a lot of people in town personally. My parents, like I said, live here. My in-laws live here. So I have a lot of connections. Certainly, I agree with Laura, sitting down and talking to someone is a lot better than electronic communication, although email sometimes is a good outlet. It's an easy outlet. Some people prefer email. So certainly not letting things fester and identifying the issue. I'm hearing you. You need to let people know they're being heard because 9 times out of 10, a lot of times people just want to know that you're listening to them. And then sitting down with them in whatever mean is convenient for the two of us or effective for the two of us, depending on the situation, is what I would do. And networking, talking to people, communicating, identifying the issue, acknowledging the issue to the other person, and working through it. And it will vary from situation to situation, certainly. But like I said, I'm very well, I don't want to say networked in the community, but I'm committed to the community, and I'm well known in the community, and I think it would be a benefit to me. As a member of the Board of Selectmen, people find me approachable, and they're not afraid to reach out to me, and if they can't reach out to me personally, they find someone that can reach out to me. And so I certainly would definitely be, what's the word I'm looking for, proactive in pursuing whatever group it is or person it is to see if we could work together and reach a resolution.
Okay, very good. Jim?
So the way the Board of Selectmen handles different types of groups and opinions and we have individual selectmen, because don't forget I'm only one voice of 5. So I would sit down, we continually, all 5 of us sit down with folks and hear what they have to say. Then what we do is we bring them to our meetings. We put them on the agenda. We have an open discussion. so that they can be heard, not just by us five, but everybody watching. So I think that has worked, and it continues to work. There is always going to be, again, decisions made by the board that folks aren't going to agree with, and that's just part of the job. We're here to make decisions for the town, and some of those decisions by different groups will not agree with our decisions. Some will get to some happy medium. Others will just agree and say it's a great thing and let's go. We can afford it, or it won't be a fiscal impact. Let's implement this. So again, communication, as Cindy said, is critical. But again, it's bringing those groups to the forefront, bringing to our meetings, so that not only Jim Carr can hear, but the entire Board of Selectmen can hear, and all the folks listening and watching can hear also.